Hello, everybody. So, today I have decided that I'm going to teach whoever's watching the video how to do a really effective postural exercise. So, this type of exercise is, it really should be taught as a basic, an exercise that you should know how to do before you start moving. This type of thing is very overlooked. A lot of trainers don't teach this. Virtually almost no trainers do. There is, a little handful of people that do understand these concepts and do understand the importance of proper postural alignment when one is exercising or moving or doing athletic movement. But there's, in the traditional community of fitness and exercise, it is rather overlooked to see. It's an overlooked type of notion to really understand how to align your body properly. So I'm just going to go through a few drills and exercises and pointers to teach you guys. Those of you who are actually interested in me training you in being my client, I would actually advise learning this type of exercise, especially like prior to meeting with me. Of course, like if you are exercising with me, I will actually utilize this exercise on you. So, okay, let's go ahead and get started. The first thing you want to do is you want to make sure you place your feet right under your knees under the hips, and hips have to be in line with your rib cage. So how are you going to do that? So place the feet right at hip width apart. Make sure as you're doing that, you want to kind of press your feet, you want to press the balls of your feet into the ground so that you keep your inner ankle bones high. So again, we're breaking all this down so I can help you guys understand. If your ankle bones are falling in, and if they're collapsing like this, that's going to mess up your ankles, it's going to mess up your knees, it's going to mess up your hips, it's going to mess up your entire back, you're going to mess up your shoulders, it's going to mess up your whole body. So, pressing the balls, 3 balls, a tripod. So, boom, boom, and boom into the ground. Press that into the ground. Then, make sure that the knees are in line with your ankles. You want to go ahead. You see how here my hips are kind of spilling forward? You want to crank them in. So you want to posteriorly tilt the pelvis in. How you're going to do that is you're going to flex your glutes. So go ahead, flex the glutes in. Okay? Glutes are flexed. And now the next step is you want to suck in your gut. So now we're activating the transverse abdominis. So we're not flexing our rectus abdominis. You're not going like this, the 6-pack. You're flexing your transverse abdominis. Your transverse abdominis is pretty much the corset muscle of your body. It keeps your spine stabilized and in line. So you're tilting your pelvis posteriorly, making sure that you're not spilling your pelvis forward. Tilt it in. Suck in the gut. That's how you flex your transverse abdominis. And then the rib cage right here, you don't want it popping out like that. You're not, trying to be big muscle gorilla man over here. What you want to do is you want to tuck the rib cage in, making sure that your rib cage is in line with your pelvis. So you're tucking the rib cage in. And now what we're trying to do is we're trying to breathe through the chest. You want your chest to be pumped out. So you're breathing through. Big breaths. And make sure that your shoulder blades are spreading. So if you can see here, getting into neutral position. see right there, my shoulder blades are pushing outwards and in. So you have the whole rib cage, and as you're breathing, the air is pushing out on all angles of your rib cage. So it's pushing out. You want these muscles, if you're utilizing your breath properly, these muscles are going to be activated properly, which can allow you to use more power through the upper body. So your glutes, when they're activated and they're squeezing like that, you are allowing activation in your hips. So anytime you do any sort of movement, you already have that activation and you don't have to worry about things falling out of place. Same thing with the upper body. You're breathing through the chest, through the rib cage, getting that really strong breath in. Your breathing will help activate those muscles and you're keeping that power there. So making sure also that your neck is also in line with the spine. So you're in neutral position and you want to make sure that your chin is tucked in so that it feels like there's a string pulling you straight. So your chin is tucked into your neck, you're tall and strong. Okay, so this type of exercise, you want to make sure that you're doing it just about every day if you're beginning, if you're starting out. You really want to drill it into your body, into your mind. I would suggest starting out doing 3 sets of 20 seconds a day, just to like drill it in and then be consciously aware of how you're moving your body. Now, as you are keeping your body in neutral position, as you're standing there, you want to try to make sure you're keeping it like that as you're walking. I'm going to instruct in another video walking exercises you can do. For now, I'm just trying to have you guys focus on, standing in neutral position. Now, if you want to take this step a little further, and this is kind of easy for you, you can actually use bands. You can use resistance. So, right here, something that I like to use with these exercises, I like to use these bands right here. They're awesome. You can use them for so many different things. And I'm going to show you guys a few drills that you can do to make this neutral position exercise just a little bit more challenging. So, what you can do is you can wrap this around your rib cage. Ooh. That bird seemed kind of angry. So you can wrap this around your rib cage, around where your sports bra, for girls, your sports bra strap, guys, right under the chest muscles. So you wrap it around. Pull it through the, nope, not like that. Wrap it around like that. Just wrap it through. Get it, you don't want it super tight, but you want it, enough so that you can feel that little push. So again, we're going to go ahead into that neutral position. So feet under the knees under the hips. Scoop the hips in, suck in the gut, rib cage in line with the hips. Make sure you're breathing through the chest. And right there, now you have resistance on your rib cage. Okay, so